I felt like I wanted to record a YouTube video a bit out of the blue without preparation because lately I have been asking myself a lot of questions. And I think the reason why, and the main reason, is that I've finally made it to where I wanted to be. So I'm in Thailand, I'm in a beautiful villa, like there's literally a swimming pool in the middle of the house. And I have manifested the circumstances that I wanted. So when I left my job, this is what I was dreaming of. And today, 1 year and a half later, I have it. And I thought, like everybody, I guess, that when I would have these things, I would be in such a different place than I actually am now. I thought when I would have these things, I wouldn't worry about whether about ah. I thought that when I would have these things, I wouldn't worry about whether or not what I'm saying is right. I wouldn't worry about the next clients coming in. I wouldn't worry about whether or not my communication is on point. I thought that when I would have manifested these circumstances, I would be so confident and I would be so rich and I would be so everything, that I guess everybody wants. People at least choosing this life path. And what I'm realizing is that no, I am more confident, much more confident than I was before, and I am much more me than I was before. But I'm still doubting. I'm still growing. I'm still in the process of life. And I still feel some resistance. Like I still have things not going the way I want them to go. And I know that the reason is that I'm still not fully the person that I want to be, and I'm still not fully expressing what I want to express and share the things that I want to share. And sharing these things scares the shit out of me. That's a very pretty expression, but it really does. And I remember when I took that first leap of faith, when after being, Instagram marketing for coaches, when I took that first leap of being spiritual and sharing my spirituality, it was huge for me. It was really scary, and I had that belief that people would leave, that my business would collapse, that I would have to start from scratch, etc., etc. But I still did it, and when I did it, a lot of things unlocked in my life. I welcomed amazing clients. I helped people with 100% of who I am, so my coaching really took another, completely other dimension. And I wouldn't have I wouldn't help my clients create the change that they create if I didn't use 100% of who I am. And when I say that, I have been realizing that what I share with my clients and what I help my clients with is something that I don't share with you. So I help my clients with what I truly believe. I help my clients with what is the purpose of life? Why did they incarnate? What is their mission on earth? Their soul's purpose or mission. So I know there is a lot of controversy around that, and I was very scared of taking position. But I do believe, and I have experienced, that there is indeed something that when you do it, when you follow that path, everything becomes easy. And you can decide to call it the soul's purpose or soul's mission, or just like decide not to call it anything. But I believe that there is something like that. Call it whatever you want. And I believe that creating abundance through business is following that path, following that mission, following that intuition, following that calling. I believe it exists and I believe it's true. And I see when I encourage my clients to take that leap of faith of really being themselves, of really talking about the things they truly believe in, they really want to talk about, even though it's controversial, even though people will judge, even though they might be criticized. You're always criticized, you're always judged. So you can just let that go. But that's when they do that, that's when things really shift for them. And so I have been doing it a first time by allowing myself to be officially spiritual. And I think what I want to do with this video, also to kick my own ass into really being who I am with my clients, who I am with my boyfriend, who I am with my family, who I am in my private life. I want to say everything in this video. So for me right now, it is extremely scary. For you, it might be like, oh, why is she like, she's going to say things that are so obvious, but to me, it's really scary to share that with you right now. And I want to do it also because I want to show you, because I believe that it's going to go fine. And I want to show you, and I want to show everybody else watching this video, that when you are your true self, when you say really who you are, really what you believe in, things are fine and things get even better, because I believe that they're going to get even better. When I tell you all the things that I'm holding back from sharing, because I was scared, because I'm scared that I would get attacked, that I would get criticized, that I would get raped. And I'm going to talk about where all these beliefs come from, because I know where they come from. So I'm not like a baby spiritual. You're like, oh, duh. But it's good for me to say that loud. I've always been spiritual. And I have grown up thinking that it was something bad and thinking that there was a problem with me. So I would know when our pets would die, wherever I was, with the pet, not with the pet, anywhere, I would know the exact moment when the pet would die. I've always felt energies. I remember when, this is scary to say, I remember being able to feel, communicate with animals very easily when I was a kid, and it's something that I've started doing again recently. I feel energies. I do. I see where it's blocked. I see. I feel when something is wrong. I feel energy in a room. I feel energy on a person. I just feel energy. I hear stuff. I hear ideas, comments. I hear yeses. I hear no's to my to when I ask questions. I know I can help my boyfriend energetically just because I feel where the knot is and I can just remove it. I see the field of possibilities. I feel I'm connected in such a way that when I see my clients, these are the people I practice on, I see who they are and I see who they can be in their biggest potential. And it's just to me, it's just as easy as watching YouTube. And it has always been. And I've always been very uncomfortable with that because I've always believed, who are you to see that? Who are you to think that this is correct, that this is right? Who are you, to just know these things and take them as the truth? And so what being a coach, and of course coaching myself, has led me to, and what I really, really, really want you to get to as well, is to that belief that you are your own authority. Your inner knowing is a source of truth. And it's very scary to accept that, because then you're like, oh, but then what makes me different from someone crazy, right? Well, That's up to you to believe. Do you decide to believe that you're crazy, or do you decide to believe that, yes, there is something more to it? There is a... This thing is here for a reason. I know it for a reason, and it turns out to be true. Because I see when I guide my clients, when I take them there, it aligns and it's correct and it empowers them. So I've gotten the proof. I've gotten the proof that when the pet the pet dies, I remember calling my mom, how is whomever? And she was like, well, it just died. I know that when one of our cats was lost, I received images of where he was. I know that I've been doing some sessions to go take a look at my past lives. And I know that I was a witch. Oh, this is so scary to say. Okay. That I've seen images of my past lives, and I know that I was some sort of mage. I was already doing what I'm doing now, and I got burned for that. And if this is giving you the chills right now, I have seen that a lot of my clients, the majority actually, it's also what has happened to them when we do the work. And it's also where that fear of sharing all these things come from. It's like, okay, but first people are going to think that I'm crazy, and they're going to like persecute me, and they're going to like lynch me and everything. I even remember the moment where I died and how I was actually left my body in order not to feel the pain. And I was just watching it. Watching everything happen. I don't know if I'm going to post that. This is so... like my human right now is like, everybody's going to leave. Everybody's going to leave. All your subscribers that you have, worked a lot, sent a lot of love for them to come and to be drawn to your channel, they're going to leave. They're going to think you're crazy. So, well, if you think I'm crazy and if you want to leave, just leave. It's okay. I know that this video and the statement that I'm making here and the decision that I'm making here also by being transparent about these things is going to resonate and attract the right people. Because if there is one thing that I've seen, is that as soon as you empower yourself and you share what nobody else dares sharing, that's when you really, really help. The more you allow yourself to be you and to do scary things, the more you allow other people to take their space as well. So I want this video for everybody else who is scared of being their true spiritual self. I want this video to prove that you can state out loud that you're spiritual AF and that you're fine. I do believe there is a great awakening taking place. I do believe that a lot of humans are realizing that there is something more to life than just what we see around us. And I'm so happy that this happens. And I believe that, and I feel and I know that my soul's mission and my mission here is to help other people as well awaken. And I know that the way that my role is to do it, sorry, that's not proper English, is by helping people who are only connected in the spiritual. So people who are depressed, who are suffering, who are struggling with life, who hate sex, who hate things that are really earthy, who hate money, who are not connected to money, like all these very physical, earthy things. I know that my mission is to help spiritual people actually incarnate here and actually enjoy being alive. Because that's the way I've been going through. From struggling so much with, any type of pain, my mom having cancer, being bullied, my sister being suicidal, being in a psychiatric hospital, my dad not giving us money and the struggle and everything. I've had all these examples that life is horrible, and I've wanted to take my own life many times. I've been drinking, I've been at some point smoking up, and just like to forget how painful life is. And what my journey has been, it has been to realize that actually all this pain was here to teach me something, and second, that it wasn't binding me, and that it just created some beliefs about life, and I could switch them around. And your beliefs are in your human mind, they're not your soul. And then I could switch them around to actually enjoy and love being alive. And it's taking a lot of healing. It's taking a lot of attention. It's taking a lot of action for me to heal these things, still today. But doing that has transformed my experience of being alive. And I believe that true, real awakening is being anchored as much as the spiritual, so connected to your mission, to your purpose, to your vision, and as much as in the physical. So enjoying life, having pleasure, affirming yourself, taking your space, being in the world, asking for money, handling money, welcoming pleasure, luxury, abundance. I deeply believe to the core of my soul that this is real awakening. We are just humans here, incarnated to live our human experience, to learn. There is no better way for a soul to learn than being here on Earth, because it's crazy, because it's a crazy learning experience. It's the final boss in a way. So your soul decided to incarnate here on Earth to learn super fast, to learn a lot of things super fast. It has incarnated here to love also the experience. Learning is not only through suffering, far from it. Anything is a source of growth. Anything. I'd like to invite you, after you watch this video, to just look at every single thing that is happening to you today as an opportunity to learn something. See how that changes your life. Everything is an opportunity to learn. Your thoughts, your emotions are just a result of your human, the wiring of your neurons. It is not you. You are so fucking powerful. I'm always afraid of swearing on YouTube, because I'm always like, oh, they're gonna ban my video. So I'm always a bit careful. Swearing is one of these earthy things that, yeah, of course, the vibration of like the swear is low, but so what? I mean, money doesn't vibrate very high either. So yeah, I guess that's the thing I want to end the video on. Because I'm part of this spiritual community, and my mother is spiritual, she's very spiritual, and she's part of these spiritual people who reject material. Because material is not a thing of the soul, because you don't need material, because, so that very monkish, monk, or like very religious way of approaching spirituality. And what I believe all these spiritual people would benefit from learning is that life and everything that comes with it is not something to reject. Life is something to take, to experience, to feel in your body, to put in your flesh, really. That's what life is. And the best way to be happy, and take that from somebody who was depressed and wanted to just leave and take their own life, the best way to be happy, because I have figured that out, is to enjoy being incarnated. It's to enjoy living. It's to go for pleasure, not obligation. It's to go for pleasure. You have a talent, your soul's mission, the thing you feel you're called towards. This talent is the source of your abundance. It is the source of your pleasure. It is the source of your time. It is the source of your money. That's the thing to figure out. That's the most important thing. It's very easy to make money with your talent. Look at social media. That's everything I've been doing from the start. I built this business from nothing. From nothing. I was working as a lawyer in IT security. So data privacy, GDPR and all that kind of stuff. 2 months later, I was coaching people on something that I was good at. And I was making money out of it. So I'm not telling you that you have to become a coach, but I'm telling you that sharing that thing that you are so good at, and we have social media, like what a time to be alive, is what is going to bring you money. So take that leap of faith. Time really doesn't come back. And there is absolutely no point, and this might sound a little bit blunt, but I really do believe it. There is absolutely no point in living a life that doesn't make you happy. It's just really, if right now you are in your 9 to 5 and you're going to work, you're unhappy, you're at work, you're unhappy, you come back from work, you're unhappy, you watch a series that's like, oh, that's nice, and then you go back to bed and then you have to go back to work the next day. What's the point? If you're in a business and you're hustling and it's hard, but you think you have to make it and you're pushing and you're exhausting yourself and burning out, what the fuck are you doing? You have everybody on this planet, education or no education, teaching skills or no teaching skills, camera skills or no camera skills. Everybody on this planet has a talent and has something that they can help other people with. You don't need any business skill to help others with that talent. I promise. Everybody telling you that you need their secret formula of whatever my ass to help you do whatever, be whatever, that's bullshit. You need to figure out what is your talent and what brings you joy. Like you could die of joy, you could orgasm of joy. That's what you need to figure out. Because your time here, being alive, is going to be so much better. It's going to be amazing. Because living can be amazing for everybody. Money is not a scarce resource. Everybody can have a lot of money. So express that talent. And if you feel that there are things scaring you out from doing it, then go look at these things. They're just beliefs. They're just things that you believe as the truth, whereas they're not the truth. They're just like something in your mind. I believed I was ugly. I was anorexic for some time. They're just beliefs. The only thing holding you back from creating the life of your dreams is you and what you believe is possible, what you believe you can or cannot do. And these are just your beliefs. And your beliefs are just a neuronal connection in your mind. You can change every single one of your beliefs. I promise. That's what I've been doing. That's what I do with my clients. You can do that. That's how I overcame chronic fatigue. Like in my body, I changed the belief that my body had pain. That's how far it goes. That's placebo effect. Okay, so that is out there now. Okay, 25 minutes of listening to me. Thank you. I think I'm just going to end it there, and I'm going now to gather the courage to actually put this video out, because my human, once again, I know it's just my beliefs. My human believes that it's going to ruin all my efforts. But my higher self, my soul, believes that it's the exact right thing to do. So thank you to everyone who's been joining this channel lately, and thank you to everybody who will be joining. I hope you enjoy what I'm sharing with you, and I hope it inspires you to be you. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.